This is EPS Engineer Stock Picks. Thanks for watching. In this video, we'll be reviewing one of the IT company which is pretty much interesting and less known. So let's get started. Showing you my buy price for FSL and its current trading price and the change in percentage after the buy price. So you can see as of now this FSL has given me 53% change, and I'll be holding it for a longer term with a vision. So if I change or if I exit, I'll definitely update it on the channel. Thank you so much. So the company name is Firstsource Solutions Limited. It's part of RP Sanjeev Goenka Group, and it provides services in banking and financial services, healthcare, telecom, media, insurance, mortgages, utilities, and other industries. So their backlog is pretty good and looks strong. Their client base includes Comcast, Sky Networks, Virgin Holidays. If you don't know about them, feel free to Google and then you'll get to know they are some big giants in their own network. So Comcast owns Universal Studios or Universal Pictures, which you know. Okay, so let's try to understand a bit more on Firstsource. We'll go and check their current Q4 earnings and their financial 2019. Let's go there and have a look. So this is their investors presentation for Q4 2019. Let's quickly go through the numbers. So in the fourth quarter of financial year 19, their revenue was 697 crores. Not much, but let's see what exactly they did else. So EBITDA was 138 crores, and which was 14% of the revenue. So the revenue, when we say, so revenue is like the total cash inflow in a company. So let's say I'm selling a tea for 15 rupees, so whatever money I got can be considered as revenue. But that's not just one case. So there's something called investment. In order to make tea, I also bought milk, sugar, and tea powder. So then only I was able to prepare a tea and sell it. So let's say I invested 10 rupees per cup and then sold it for 15 rupees. So the 5 rupees was profit, but 15 rupees was revenue. Okay, so in simple terms it can be understood like that. So the PAT stands for profit after tax. So that was 98 crores. Okay, in one quarter, so which was 10% of the revenue. It's okay. And let's try to summarize the full result and try to understand the full picture for this company. So in financial year 19, their revenue stands at close to 3,800 crores, and for financial year 18 it was 3,500 crores approx, and it was definitely an increase of year on year 8.2%, which is pretty much good. And the EBITDA stands for earnings before income tax, depreciation, amortization. So it's like you took the profit and but you didn't consider tax on top of it. You have to pay tax and then the depreciation, whatever you bought. Let's say you bought a car of it, and then that car's price will decrease year on year. So those kind of factors are not included here. It's like just you sold a tea for 15, you invested 10 rupees, and you got 5 rupees as profit, but you didn't consider other factors there. Okay. So the profit after tax would be like it's close to uh, 377 crores, so it stands fairly good. And let's try to see some more graphs from their investors presentation. So the key area of interest which caught my attention was the revenue by delivery. So this company gets majority of their revenue from onshore, then from offshore. So it's like heavily uh, uh, outside country dependent company. So their current base is UK, US clients, as we have seen in their website. So why I am talking about onshore delivery model here, we'll see in the charts and then we'll discuss about it. So here, revenue by vertical, we can see that what they're doing is in the BFSI domain, they were able to generate 36.8% of the total revenue. Okay, and then they have also mastery in telecom and media and healthcare. So their two major uh, pillars for revenue would be BFSI, banking and financial services, and then healthcare. The others could be they are just contributing 2.4%. Okay, and then if you see by segment, their customer management like BPO section, they are it's generating 56.2% of their revenue, and out of which, and then they have healthcare and collections, which is contributing 33 and 10%. So as we can see that customer management section uh, is increasing year on year. Initially in 2018 it was 53 and now it is 56%, so we can see a slight increase there as well. Okay, so this was about their revenue model and all those things. So let's try to understand what how the onshore delivery model affected this stock. Okay, so this is a monthly chart of FSL Solutions Limited, First Source Solutions Limited. So here we can see this current stock is trading at 39 rupees and it went to as low as 20 rupees. Before this current financial crack, whatever we have seen here in this stock, the stock was trading around 80 rupees. So what exactly happened that this stock came down from 75-80 rupees to current 39 rupees in the previous time between 2018 to 2019. So as we have talked about that this company heavily depends on onshore. So for this company, the onshore client base usually revolves around the UK, and during this time the UK was going through a process called Brexit. So it was trying to come out of European Union, and there was so many uncertainties, and that is what caused this stock to come down to this level, which is around 39. But it tried to bounce back, and then this financial crack and slowness affected it. So I'm pretty much bullish about it and I'm invested in this stock. I'll be sharing a snippet from my portfolio, current stock profit, whichever I'm holding. So I'll be holding it till 80 and beyond. Let's see how it performs in the near future. Thank you so much. If you have any suggestion, improvements, or anything, feel free to comment. If you do like the video and if you want me to share other stocks in my portfolio, do like, subscribe and hit the bell icon. Thank you so much.